Well, summer is almost here, which means it's time to go outside and enjoy this beautiful weather, but that can also mean more injuries. And here to tell us about how you can use Ballad's virtual urgent care for all sorts of things is Dr. Stacy Brown. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, first off, I know that there are a lot of differences between when you should go to urgent care versus virtual urgent care versus the ER. So let's talk about some of those scenarios.
So the emergency room is for complaints that are life-threatening. So, if you could lose your life or limb, or think you might be able to, you need to go to the emergency room. If you need to see somebody in person, then we recommend that you come to urgent care. But for anything else, things that you could, solve just by talking to someone or maybe showing them a picture or video, we can handle in virtual urgent care.
So let's talk a little bit about what virtual urgent care is and how it works at Ballad.
So at Ballad, we have 24/7 availability for virtual urgent care. You can choose between seeing a provider on video. You just make an appointment and we can typically see you within an hour. If you don't want to wait, or if you don't want to be on video, we also have an asynchronous chat option that you can do at any time, and we typically will have you an answer within an hour.
Well, I know that that is going to be so helpful for a lot of people, whether they're at home or maybe even on vacation. Let's talk a little bit about how what some of the differences are and what you see in some of the urgent cares this time of year.
Okay, so typically, this time of year, we're still seeing some upper respiratory infections, seasonal allergies, that kind of thing. Virtually, we can see poison ivy, we can see altitude prevention sickness, we can see motion sickness prevention, medication refills, rashes, poison ivy, any of that kind of stuff.
Well, again, I know this is going to be so helpful. Is there anything else you want folks to know about virtual urgent care or how it works?
You can do it from your phone. Also, if you use Ballad's virtual urgent care, if we do find that we see you virtually, but there's something that we need to have you seen in the office for, maybe you need a strep test, maybe you need an x-ray, our virtual providers can order that and you can go into the clinic and have that done without having to see a provider there. So it's a good time saver.
I was going to say that sounds like a really great option to be able to do all of that at home on the front end and then just have to go in for your test or whatever it may be that you need. Well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon and sharing a little bit about the online urgent care option. And if you would like to visit the virtual urgent care yourself, visit that website right there on your screen. We'll also have a link on our website. That's WJHL.com.